have arrived in Cape Town. We are headed out the door and for a dive. Yesterday we did a little tour around and we had a little look at some of the areas where we're going to be hiking and things like that later in the week. But today, luckily, the sun is out and shining and we are headed for a dive. Now they tell us the water is 17. However, I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit colder and we've got wetsuits, and I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of this video is just me complaining that I'm cold. So be ready for that. But for now, we'll head out the door, go for a dive. Mark is getting prepared with his camera, hoping to find some photographable fish.
Photographable fish?
Yeah.
Some photogenic fish, maybe?
Photographable.
Photographable.
We have officially arrived in Cape Town, South Africa. And if you've been following along the last couple of videos, you'll know that we're on our way to a month in Mozambique, and this is our final stop on the way, 1 week here in Cape Town. Cape Town is known for its outdoor environment. From great diving to Table Mountain and amazing hiking, we have plenty to do while we're here. And we are not wasting any time. After a quick visit to Boulders Beach to see the penguins of Simonstown, we are popping our fins on and heading into the water to see the kelp forest.
Go!
Some of you may know why this kelp forest is famous and what's made it even more famous in the last couple of years, but I'll get there in a moment. First of all, let's see what it looks like underwater. This expansive kelp forest is where My Octopus Teacher was filmed, and if you haven't seen it, it's a documentary on Netflix and it's definitely worth the watch. It's quite incredible. It follows the story of a freediver and videographer who dives this kelp forest every single day and makes himself an amazing octopus friend. I won't spoil the story, but this is your sign to watch it if you haven't yet. So when we came to Cape Town, this was on our must-do list, diving in this kelp. It's really cool because the kelp is like going through an actual forest, except that it moves along with the swell, and this day was quite swelly, so it was moving a lot. Unlike regular dives where you're told to touch absolutely nothing, they actually briefed us that if you need help getting through the kelp because you can quite easily get tangled, you are able to move the kelp out of the way because this is a plant, not an animal. And if you didn't know, coral is an animal, so we cannot touch the coral, but they're not so fussy about you touching the kelp. So you can see me swimming through it like it's not even there.
Get on in.
We've just done our first dive in the kelp and it was a bit like a roller coaster. It was like, but it was really fun, and we're gonna go to the reef site now. We're just doing a little surface interval here at the pier, and the statue behind me is a standby diver to tell all the South African Navy divers that they have another diver with them at all times.
Come on.
I did it.
It wasn't very good.
What do you mean it wasn't very good? I have so many fun.
Better.
Dive 2 takes us to a local reef, which was far more colorful than we ever could have imagined. We booked this trip as a kelp and a reef dive. Originally, we were planning to do a kelp dive followed by a sea lion dive, but sea lion dives have actually been stopped completely in Cape Town because the sea lions have been found to have rabies, which is the first documented case of marine rabies in the world. So it kind of sucks, but it's also really cool. Anyway, so we replaced the sea lions with loads and loads of lobster, which were just in every single crack that you could see, along with this little shark which is endemic to the area. So we were really lucky to see it, and it was quite small and skittish, so I was lucky to get some cool videos of it as well. While I was pleasantly surprised with the reef dive here in Cape Town, I was also surprised with the temperature. It was 15 degrees, 15, absolutely freezing. I wore 2 wetsuits and it was okay. Our next plan is to hike up Table Mountain, and there's a little bit of a shocking twist coming up, so make sure to stay tuned. We'll tell you a bit more about what we did on the dive, and you can see what's happened to Mark. So the island just there is where Nelson Mandela was kept for, do you remember how long?
It was 22 years, or 27.
Yeah, 22 out of 27 of his years. Right there. We have made it to the top. Well, almost. We've got like 10 meters till the top, but we've done the really steep bit.
Done the gorge.
Yep, so we are pretty much there, and then we'll head over and see what it's all about at the cable car. Yeah. So we're up here at the top of Table Mountain, and we're just gonna walk through kind of how the dives were yesterday. So first of all, Pisces Divers, who we went out with, great operation. It was all very smooth. We headed on the, well, we actually crossed over some railroads, then headed on the boat, made our way over to the first dive, which was at the Kelp. The Kelp was very, very swelly. Incredibly surgy underwater. It was like whooshing back and forth.
It was like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
To the point where my leg got ripped out at one point.
And it was really funny. I think I have it on video.
Yeah.
Mark like turns really fast, and then the surge comes and just rips out his reg. But there was plenty of kelp. We went through it. It was like a whole big forest, and plenty to see as well. Lots of little fish.
Yeah, and I was gutted because I didn't have the camera at the time to film Holly, but there's a bit where the kelp went rolling over and Holly went barreling over, and I was choking laughing so much at that point, but I didn't get on camera and I'm gutted.
No. And then after the kelp, we headed back into the boat and we made our way back to the pier where we had a surface interval, which was really nice because you didn't get the wind chill because the pier was quite protected. And then we headed out for dive 2.
Yep, dive 2 was a local reef, just that lighthouse. It was called Castor Rock, really cool. There was a seal.
Sea lion.
Sea lion, if you can see the footage. Hopefully Holly's got the footage included.
It's actually trash, but it is there.
Yeah, and it was really cold in the second dive, like dropped down to 15, 16 degrees Celsius, but loads of cool coral, loads of soft coral, very colourful sea urchins, which were really cool.
Yeah, it was not as surgy either, so there was more that we could kind of wait and see, but it was still a little bit surgy, so still quite hard to film, so I do apologise for the quality.
Yep, so you're going to see all that footage, but we're going to continue walking along Table Mountain right now.
We're not hiking back down. Instead, we're in the first aid. Way to ruin the day.
Thanks. The markets after.
We're not going to the markets.
Do you want to tell them about my fall, how it looked?
He kind of just slid down a rock with both knees. It was pretty amusing. You'll be fine.
My ankle gave way and then I just went behind me and just slid down 3 or 4 big boulders.
He's fine. We're still 6 weeks out from the Egypt trip, so if anything's broken, we should be okay. Bye. Hi, Holly here, first aider, holding the ice pack. We are still on the mountain. We're hoping they'll get us a cable car back down, and so we don't have to wait in the queue.
Those are my nemesis. Stairs and ramps are my nemesis right now.
Oh. So after a fall on the mountain and Mark having a pretty bad sprain in one of his feet and a pretty mild sprain in the other foot, we were no longer doing any hiking or diving. However, we did not stay away from Parkrun. We did the whole of Parkrun in super stormy conditions and it was a lot of fun. Our last couple days we spent exploring the area, but we're now headed on to Mozambique. See you there!